Residential Site Valuation and Cost Approach, page 26 and 27. Example, calculating the area of a triangular shaped parcels. Regardless of which method has been used to describe a site, there may be some occasions when an appraiser must calculate the area of an irregularly shaped parcel, such as a triangle. To find the area of an irregular shaped parcel, follow these steps. So you have a 30-foot width, 60-foot depth, and then it turns into a triangle, so it's 10 foot for the width of the triangle. Step 1. Calculate the area using length times width for a rectangular portion and half times width times height for the triangular portion. Rectangular area, 30 feet by 60 feet equals 1,800 square feet. Triangular area, half times 10 feet times 30 feet equals 150 square feet. Step 2. Add both parts for the total area. Total area, 1,800 square feet plus 150 square feet equals 1,950 square feet. Other points about site identification. There are a few other things that appraisers should know about locating and identifying a site. First, although maps can be used to help locate property that has a government survey system or lot and block legal description, often no precise maps exist for property having a metes and bounds legal description. Second, locating property by its legal description and verifying that it is the correct lot and more or less in the correct position is not the same as a survey. A survey is the process of locating and measuring the boundaries of a property and identifying the improvements, encroachments, and easements that are associated with the land. This process can be very expensive. A location survey is a less expensive alternative often used by lenders. A location survey is the process of verifying that an improvement properly sits within the boundaries of the property and there are no encroachments from the neighboring structures onto the subject property. A survey or location survey is not typically part of an appraisal. Finally, as an alternative to verifying the legal description of the subject property, an appraiser may simply state as a limiting condition or assumption in the final appraisal report that the legal description was provided to the appraiser by the owner, lender, etc., and was assumed to be correct. This does not replace a physical inspection, since this is still necessary to judge condition and verify some of the facts and data that will be used in the evaluation. Page 27. Site data analysis. After the site has been identified, the appraiser can begin collecting and analyzing the appropriate data for site valuation. In addition to looking at general data on physical, economic, governmental, and social forces that are at work on a property, the appraiser will focus on the specific data factors that will affect the site analysis. Only after these site factors have been considered can the appraiser decide which method to use for site valuation. Specific data factors. There are many specific data factors that the appraiser will analyze with regard to a specific parcel of land. All data collected must be verified for relevancy, accuracy, and reliability. These specific data factors that are examined will fall into one of the categories that we already identified: physical, economic, governmental, and social, PEGs. Physical factors. Some would argue that physical factors are the most important data to be considered when examining the value of a site. In fact, the most important physical factor is size, width, depth, shape, size of usable area, etc. The appraiser must be certain that the figures are correct. Configuration of the parcel of land is important as well. For instance, how the land sits in relation to the road, other parcels of land, etc. A larger parcel is more valuable than a smaller one. A commercial parcel with more road frontage is more valuable than a landlocked one. Other physical factors specific to the property include the topography of the land, flat or hilly, drainage, soil type, and view. The presence or absence of utilities or other site improvements should be noted on the appraiser's site data form. The location of the lot within a neighborhood, position of the lot, for instance, is it a corner, a cul-de-sac, and access to the lot are other factors that will be taken into consideration when determining value. For commercial properties, a corner lot is usually more valuable than an in lot, which is an inside lot or middle lot. But for residential lots, the corner influence may or may not be beneficial. An analysis must be done to determine which type of lot is more valuable in a given residential market. This can be determined by examining and comparing information in the public records, as well as personally inspecting the site. Economic factors. Economic factors also come into play when examining the value of a site. Here, relevant data concern the specific site as well as the surrounding lots and the immediate area. The most important economic factor is the specific position or immediate area. The most important economic factor is the specific position or location of the lot with regard to market demand for that type of property. For example, is there need for more commercial development in the area? And can the site be used to fill that need? Is the property waterfront land? Do people in this area prefer corner lots, or are they willing to pay more for them? Other economic considerations for the site may be relevant as well, depending on the unique circumstances in a given market. Other site factors include whether or not the current utilities are adequate for the land's ideal use, and what it would cost if it becomes necessary to upgrade them. Surrounding lot considerations include general conformity of lot size and use. Concerns in the immediate area will include positive and negative environmental factors that are present or likely in the near future. This data can, extra note, some states claim you can landlock a property, but here in New Mexico you can't.